Hey guys, it's CE Madison here, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Spotlight. This week, this episode's going to be a little shorter compared to last week's, only because I did have some difficulties this week, but I'm going to work with just whatever I find. Again, if there's something that I missed that you want me to discuss, let me know in the comments down below and I will do my research on it and I will talk about it later. So there's a couple of things this week that I think would be a good discussion to talk about this week. So the one thing that I'm going to mention straight off is I do apologize to those that do want to take a look at Midnight Sun. I went back to it and the link just was shut down. So unfortunately you cannot go back to that link and to view the unofficial transcript of Midnight Sun. It was taken down only because I think Stephanie doesn't want anybody to download the unofficial manuscript because she is writing and publishing the book coming out in summer of 2020. So I do apologize for that. Somebody told me that I should review Stargirl. So what the plan is that new episodes are coming out each week, and what I'll do is I'll do weekly reviews of Stargirl. So I don't really want to give any details of what Stargirl is just yet. I will move forward and go ahead with the review of Stargirl weekly, in addition to the other films and TV shows that I do plan to watch. There is one request that somebody did mention for me to watch, and I will be watching that, and that'll be the next thing that I will review. Another thing really quickly too is for those that were interested in the second season of Fruits Baskets, I just got word that the dubs are coming back to its normal schedule, and the one that we will continue on is episode 4. So moving on, the first thing that I want to talk about is Hamilton. Hamilton will finally be coming to Disney Plus July 3rd. This was something that I really did want to see, but unfortunately with my schedule and how much the tickets are, it was a ridiculous amount, and I said we'll just take our chances just to wait. So Disney has decided to bring Hamilton out to Disney Plus, but here's the problem. Fans of Hamilton are actually worried about Disney censoring Hamilton just because there are adult contents and there are adult themes in Hamilton. A quote from the Insider: "The show features several instances of explicit language as well as sexual themes and gun violence. This isn't the first time that censorship has come up in reference to Hamilton's Disney deal. The show features several swear words that would jeopardize a PG-13 rating, although it does censor the F word in songs like Say No to This and the Addams Administration." There's really not much I can say. I can't really defend Disney. I can't really defend Hamilton just because I don't know exactly what the entire background of Hamilton is. The thing is though, is with the censoring for Disney Plus, we have like Marvel and we have Deadpool. Deadpool is Marvel. Marvel is owned by Disney now, and Deadpool has been given an R rating. So I don't understand how this can be such a huge issue when it comes to censoring something. Or even look at Avengers. Avengers is PG-13. There's a couple of like swear bombs in Avengers or any of the mature films, and it's still being shown on a family streaming service. This is just something kind of a small news, but I still think it's worth mentioning. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The original composer, I'm sorry if I say this name wrong, Jesper Kyd, he is returning to compose the music score. Jesper Kyd, alongside with Sarah Schneckner, again, I'm sorry if I said this name wrong, they did the original music scores for Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Sarah worked on Assassin's Creed Origins, and her recent work was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So I would like to kind of see how they will score something that is very similar to the Viking realm. If we're gonna have like the Danish kind of feel to it, and we have like the just kind of like the old school of England music, and how the battle's gonna be, or how our traveling is, whether it's on land or whether it's on sea. His most known famous music score was Ezio's Family from Assassin's Creed 2. If you have not heard of Ezio's Family, I would suggest for you to listen to it, and that will just give you a taste on Jesper's creation. There has been a pattern though where when new Assassin's Creed games came out, it was always around October 15th. We might be looking at an October release date. We might be looking at a later date. We'll only know when it gets closer. Robert Pattinson, during his time in quarantine, thought it was a good idea to create a whole new pasta dish. That's not a bad idea. I mean, you need to do something during your spare time while you're in quarantine. Okay, I understand that. You're limited to not do much. You're limited to talking to people in person. The thing is, though, about Robert Pattinson is that when he was trying to create this new dish, his microwave blew up. Coming from AOL.com, he continued making what he dubbed piccolini cucino by first nuking penne pasta in the microwave for 8 minutes. That's fine and all, but the thing is, though, is that he put microwave foil. That is cooking 101. It doesn't matter if you're cooking something totally new. It doesn't matter if you're cooking like leftovers or TV dinners. Kitchen home economics 101 is to never ever 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 put aluminum foil or forks or metal or anything of the sort into the microwave. I don't know exactly what was going on. I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but I guess the main point is that the future Bruce Wayne from the new Batman filmed in 2021 is okay. He is not harmed. He was able to walk away scotch-free in that, but I think in the future he should just stay away from trying to do home adequate cooking. This last segment that I'm going to talk about is a continuation of the Yashahime half-demon princess segment that I talked about last week. There was more information that just got released, and this came from @MiggyXMarie. Sorry if I said that username wrong. She had a translation for the 3 main girls that we're going to see. Alongside with @MiggyMarie, she also translated with Riri. So with the character bio translations that we have, now we kind of have a better understanding of these girls. And we'll first start with Toa. Toa is one of the twin girls from using a time tree tunnel. I hope we'll get a little more information about that later. With the time tree tunnel, she was able to go back to present day, and during the 10 years that she has stayed in modern era, she is living with Sota Higurashi and his family. Sota Higurashi is Kagome's brother. It's still sitting in the back of my mind of how many years later in the future are we at now? Because the last time we saw Sota, he just started middle school. So it could be like maybe 15 years later, it could be 20 years later. She is very good at martial arts. So she's a fighter with martial arts. So many times she had to change schools because she would always start the fights. Currently she is at an all-girls school, and the reason why her hair is cut short is because it's easier for her to fight. This way her hair is not getting in her face. And that makes sense. A little bit more of the story is she went back to the Sengoku period. So she traveled back in time, and she meets Moroha, who is her cousin, and her twin sister Setsuna. And from what we understand with Toa's bio is that she is trying to win back Setsuna's sleep. The sleep of Setsuna was stolen. We'll move forward to the next character's bio, who is Setsuna. She is Toa's twin sister, and she's also the daughter of Sesshomaru. She works as a ghost exterminator for Kohaku. And from what we understand, the reason why Setsuna doesn't remember Toa is because her sleep was taken by the Butterfly of Dreams. Now that is an unusual character development. I've never heard of someone whose sleep was stolen because the Butterfly of Dreams. A sleep was stolen, and when your sleep was stolen, you lose all recollection of everybody. And a little bit more about Setsuna is it looks as if that she would have that calm attitude like Sesshomaru's, and she's not moved by certain events. Now here's something that is kind of jaw drop for everybody. Moroha is the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. She's 14 years old, so all these girls were born around the same time if they're all 14. Anywho though, she is a bounty hunter. Her nickname is the Ghost Killer. She has a cheery and open-hearted personality. And here is the other $1 million question, which totals up to the $3 million questions that we have. Does Moroha know her own parents? And I think the answer is no, because in the character bio description of Moroha, it says, quote, she is actually the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome, but she hardly knows her parents because she has lived alone since she was young. So here's a question. Are we going to see Inuyasha and Kagome in the Yashahime series? I don't think so. I think something happened to them where it became so tragic that we no longer see Inuyasha and Kagome, and that is why Moroha doesn't really know her parents. And there was something else that I read too. I was reading an article to see if there was any other news other than what I found. It says, if only Sesshomaru saw. There's your other keyword, if Sesshomaru saw. So are we going to see him in the Yashahime series? Again, I think the answer is no. One, real world based, it's a spin-off series. Usually with spin-off series, you don't necessarily see the original characters again. Either that or they're just so hidden in the background that you don't notice them. These girls, we're so focused on these girls that something had to have happened if they don't really know their parents. Now, it's not 100% confirmed if Towa and Setsuna are 14 and they're still currently with their parents, unlike Moroha. But at the same time, when it says if Sesshomaru saw, that makes me think that he's not in the picture either. And there are so many YouTube thumbnails that I have seen recently where it says, who is the baby mama? I have to disagree with this thought, but I still think that it is Rin. I was recently watching a Inuyasha clip, and when I saw Rin's eyes, her eye shaped matched Towa's and Setsuna's. So I think that she is the mother of Towa and Setsuna. Last week I discussed if Towa and Setsuna are half demons, why do they have the human ears? Now that I'm thinking about it, since they're half-half, they probably have that 50% chance that their appearance would be more so human-like, and that probably explains why Towa and Setsuna don't have the markings on their faces, unlike Sesshomaru's. They probably got that spin of a lucky of the 50% chance where they would look more so like Rin, and the only appearance of Sesshomaru's that they would have is their eyes, their eye shape maybe, and Towa's hair color. I don't know exactly what their official hair color is going to be, but the only reason why I said Towa is going to be the white silver like Sesshomaru's is because that poster had the white color, while Setsuna's has the pitch black just like Rin's. So that is going to be a little interesting to see. It is still set to come out in the fall of 2020, and just now I'm looking and it says TV series, so it's not going to be a anime spin-off film, it's going to be an actual series. That's all that it says. It doesn't say if it's 12 episodes or if it's going to be 26. From Setsuna's character bio, it looked like it has the possibility to go to 12 episodes, but I won't be surprised if it goes to 26 because each season of Inuyasha goes between at least 26 to 28. I think there was one season that went only to 16 or 17, and that was a very short season. But that is it for Saturday Night Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. If there's anything that I miss, please let me know in the comments below. I'll do my research on it and I will mention it next week. Click like, subscribe to me. I have a bell now, so click on that bell if you want to be notified for personal videos or all of my videos. My schedule is now open again, so I'll do more uploads between Let's Reviews, Saturday Night Spotlights, and the weekly Stargirl reviews. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week. Our simplest prevention is our biggest protection. Take care of yourselves and others as you practice social distancing, washing hands, and staying at home. Let's get better by starting to make our world better to reduce the spread of COVID-19. See you later on another day.